Boom. Recording.
Recording.
So much technology everywhere.
I'm gonna do this.
Make sure you're funny.
Yeah, that's a tough task.
Okay.
No, okay. I can only be funny on the internet.
Woo!
Hey, we're on the internet.
We're
That's
on
a
the
good
internet
thing.
right now.
Boom.
Hey, friends.
Let's give people a minute to, hey, what's going on?
Oh, it's just telling us that our quality's low, or
Your
our
quality's
internet's
low.
yeah.
Your mom's quality's low.
That's really mean. My mom might be watching this.
Oh, I'm sorry, Curtis' mom. You're a lovely lady. I've met you a couple times. Brilliant person.
She hates you now.
Yeah, it was just a mom joke, not a your mom, not specifically.
You simultaneously insulted two moms in Fighting for Ithaca at the same time.
Yup,
By doing that.
totally did.
All right.
She insulted me by giving birth to John, so.
And me too.
No, you're all right.
All right. So I think we're live. Welcome.
We are live.
We're live. Welcome to the Ithacast. I'm Curtis, and that's Philip, and we're from Fighting for Ithaca, and this is the second Ithacast podcast that we've done.
The second,
Number 2.
2 in a row. It's going to be every Sunday,
Yeah.
mostly. Except for sometimes when we have to make exceptions.
Yeah. So if you guys don't know the format, here's the way this works. So Phil and I are going to come on and be super awesome,
Click
always.
that button, though, and, don't do that anymore.
Right, okay, yeah, we keep getting an error message. Thanks for interrupting me.
Yeah.
So the format is going to be us. We're going to be here. We're going to talk to you guys, and we're going to tackle a topic, or we're going to try to tackle a topic of our choosing, and sometimes your choosing, every Sunday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then we're going to bring a guest on when we have them. We do have somebody here today, and we're going to get to that in just a little bit. But before we do, should we dive right into our topic for the day? What do you think? Or should we just talk about our general day?
We can talk about our day.
Talk about our day. Tell me.
What did you do today?
Honestly, you want to know what I did today? And I'm afraid
I don't know if I want to know now. Okay.
I literally played video games for like 4 hours.
Is that why you were late? You were playing video games.
I wasn't late. I was here at 1:45.
We rushed.
We rushed
to get ready, and we're
rushed.
2 minutes late getting
There was
going.
a bit of traffic.
So we are 2 minutes late because Curtis was playing video games today.
You know what? Sometimes you got to wind down, man. And that's how I wind down.
You know what? I actually respect your priorities.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet to play video games all day.
You know, all day. It's only 4 hours.
Only 4 hours. Well, the day's still young.
I've been up since like 9.
Really? In the morning?
Yeah.
Why?
I can't. I'm too old to sleep in. I think it's the problem.
Yeah, I'd try and sleep in, but my kid is a dick.
Dude,
Yeah, he wakes me up like super early in the morning. Daddy, let's play dinosaurs.
Shouldn't have had
really?
kids, man.
Oh, well, that's what alcohol does.
You know what? So I was talking to my dad the other day on the phone. I'm really close with my father. And he called me, and it was like 2 p.m. or something. And he was like, when I answered the phone, he's like, "Oh, did I wake you?" I'm like, "What do you think I am, like 14? Like, I don't sleep till 2 p.m., Dad."
Did he call you sweetheart?
Yeah, he did. All the time, he does.
Curtis's dad calls him, is it sweetheart, right?
He calls me everything.
Yeah, usually it's sweetheart. And I giggle every time, because it's adorable.
You know
and
what?
I hope I still call my kid sweetheart when he's older as well.
When he's old.
older.
I'm old.
I'm not saying you're old,
I'm
just
old.
older. You're a grown-ass man, and your dad calls you sweetheart. And it's adorable. I love Curtis's dad, for the record. He's a bro. And it's adorable that he calls you sweetheart.
You know what? I don't like you anymore.
Okay.
How was your day?
It was sad. I dropped my wife and kids off at the airport just a couple hours ago.
Yeah.
They're on their way to Hawaii. My kid
Hawaii.
He's a jerk because he's 3.5, and this is his second time to Hawaii. And you know how many times I've been to Hawaii?
Zero.
Zero
times.
True story. Yeah. So, and he's already been twice.
Wow.
Well, he hasn't been twice. He's in the air right now. Literally, he's in the air. He was jacked though. He got to go on the plane, and I was like a jerk. Like it was at the airport. It's weird because like I was really sad to say bye to him. He doesn't like. He's like, yeah, whatever. I'll be fine when I'm gone. And I was really sad. And he's like, Daddy, let's play dinosaur. And we're in the airport, like a crowded airport in Bellingham. And he's like, let's play dinosaur. And I was like, okay, what do I have to do? And I forget which dinosaur he told me to be, but I had to walk around on 4 legs.
Wow.
And so I was diving in around all the people, and he was a T-Rex chasing me.
Oh,
and then he jumped on my back and like bit my neck, and then I didn't know, like I had to play along, right? And so I was like rolling around, and he's like biting my neck, and it was pretty.
You're lucky. What are they called? TSA or whatever? You're lucky those guys didn't grab you in, man.
Yeah, well, we weren't at the security gates, so
then you're fine.
It was just in the the lobby area.
Did you hear about that pipe bomb thing in Edmonton?
Yeah. Hey, we're gonna take your pipe bomb, but okay, now you can get on.
Well, they thought it was drug paraphernalia apparently, so they left it in the. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, in Edmonton at the airport, some kid, 18-year-old kid, whatever, was going to Mexico on vacation, and he brought a pipe bomb with him to the airport, and they found it. Like, you know how you're not allowed to travel with, you know, like whatever, like cologne and hairspray and stuff like that. So they found it and they threw it out into like the bin where they put that stuff, like bottles of water and whatever. And I guess they just didn't realize that it was a pipe bomb. So it sat in the airport for 4 days before they did anything about it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It is.
If that thing would have gone off, it would have killed people. It's pretty nuts.
I went to Vegas once.
Yeah.
And flew out of Bellingham.
Yeah.
Got to Vegas, totally fine. On my way back from Vegas, all of a sudden all these airport cops showed up, surrounded me, and they're like, "Sir, you have to come with us." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And it turns out they like pulled me in this little office, and they were nice eventually, but they were taken it pretty seriously. But apparently my carry-on bag had a bullet in it. Because I shoot guns sometimes, right? And it was a big bullet. And I'm like, well, you know, the funny thing is I went through Bellingham with this.
Oh, that's a little weird.
Yeah, and like it's not like I bought the bullet in Vegas. It was one of my bullets. And
so really the most important question from that story is, did you get second base? Because I know they kind of have to like pat you down.
I'm pretty sure, what's the rubber glove? Was that third?
Yes, third. That's like fourth base, if there was such a thing.
Can't meet it the first.
Okay,
yeah.
Sweet.
That's the story on the internet, because
right.
I know there's underage viewers. Cool. Well, we are going to talk today about bullying. I was going to say it like in a funny way, but
no,
you probably shouldn't say it in a funny way. Except for when we were making that bullying PSA that time, and you guys kept laughing at me. But we'll get into that in a minute.
I want to high five the people that bullied you when you were in high school.
Yeah, they turned me into what I am, so it's fantastic. There may be a couple of them watching right now. So
there might be.
If you are one of the people that bullied me in Golden Lake Secondary, yeah, exactly what Curtis just said. Yeah, stop asking me for free tickets to our shows because you're not getting them. You know who you are.
But yeah, this is a serious topic, and you know, as we always make jokes and whatever, but we're like very, very serious about bullying. Most of you guys who have followed us for a while know that it's a topic we take very seriously. We've talked to you guys a lot of, you know, sometimes I'll get messages, I'm sure you do too, from kids who, you know, you guys have been bullied and are looking for advice, or sometimes just an ear. And, you know, by no means are we professionals, but I think, you know, we also have some experiences dealing with that when we were younger, and, you know, so we try to help when we can. So we thought it would be a good topic to talk about today, and you know, we can answer any of your questions or thoughts related to bullying. Certainly doesn't have to be the only reason why you call us or email us. If you want to talk about something else, we can talk about something else.
And how do they get a hold of us?
Well, there's a couple different ways. You can email us at theithacast@gmail.com. So we're taking all email questions there, theithacast@gmail.com. You can add us to Skype, which is fightingforithaca@gmail.com.
No, it's not.
Sorry, or what is it?
It's the Ithacast.
The Ithacast@gmail.com.
Or just the Ithacast. I'm not sure. It's one of the Ithacast@gmail.com. Try that. People are finding it. Just find it.
And we also have Twitter up and Facebook, so you guys can post comments on our Facebook page or tweet us. Our Facebook page is just Fighting for Ithaca, and then our Twitter is just Fighting for Ith, so Fighting for ITH. And you can send your questions in there. And we'd love to talk to you guys, so hop on Skype and you can start calling. We're going to answer calls basically at random, so just start calling now. Last time it was crazy. We had like 100 calls in the hour, so we try to kind of pick what we, you know, obviously when is the best and the most opportune time to take a call. So, but yeah.
And when you are calling on Skype, just do an audio call. We're not going to answer video calls. Just send an audio call. And when we answer, and there's people already lighting it up here, when we answer, you need to shut off the Ustream or mute it because it's going to echo and be all weird and a delay. So make sure you just talk on the Skypes.
Turn down your speakers or whatever you get.
Yeah, exactly. So in the meantime, though, you guys can start launching your questions at us in comments. We'll take some calls in a little bit, but we're going to have our guest come in, not specifically to talk about bullying, but
we might talk about it a little bit.
We may, but for now, we're just going to have a little chat with this handsome fella.
So as you guys know,
stop! Do not
stop
come
right
in
there.
yet. Why would you come in? We haven't even introduced you.
As you guys know, we made a pretty massive announcement recently. We're going to be going on tour in the spring, in March, with another local band called the Faceplants. They're super rad dudes, very talented, and we're really stoked to have Matt, the bass player from the Faceplants, here. So, woo, give it up for Matt.
Hey, everybody's clapping on the internet. We're going to have to get nice and close.
We need clapping sound effects.
Yeah, okay, you need to, we need to get. So this is like tour, right? I don't know how you guys tour, but when we tour,
we're getting make-out close.
This is not like tour.
Really? What do you guys tour?
We tour in a van, but I mean, we got our space, you know?
Really?
Everyone gets some bench to get this.
We do too. Don't get me wrong, we have lots of space too, but this is how we prefer to do it.
True.
Usually you have far less clothes.
Teach his own.
Yeah. No.
Well, we're not wearing pants right now.
Nope.
That's why we broadcast from here up.
That's why Matt looks really uncomfortable. He's used to wearing pants.
A little
apparently.
nervous.
Yeah.
A little nervous.
Yeah. Why? So Matt, this tour coming up.
Yeah.
That's gonna be sick. How far are we going?
we are going all the way to Winnipeg and back.
Winnipeg.
Winnipegger.
Sorry to everybody in Ontario, because that's about like 2/3 of the questions we get. When are you coming to? Name my city. But only to Winnipeg this time. And we are going the whole way with the Faceplants, meeting up with some friends on the way. It's gonna be rad. What's going on with the Faceplants right now? Have you guys recorded anything lately? What's going on?
We haven't recorded anything lately, but we are going to be recording right after we get back from the tour, at least a song, a new single, and expect a new video with that. Yeah, and then more touring. Like, we're going to do the whole country to at least Montreal in the summer, July, August, something like that. And then hopefully another one in around October. So that's
cool.
That's what our year is looking like.
Busy.
Yeah.
Right on. Your new song, is there anybody in particular you're tracking with at this point? Are you guys self-producing? What do you think?
Well, we're talking to a couple different producers. I don't think we've chosen exactly who we're going to go with yet.
Cool.
But it will be good.
Right on, man.
Nice.
We have a new song coming out too, actually, if you guys didn't know. We've kind of been talking about it a little bit, so maybe we'll be releasing something around the same time. You never know.
Oh, hey.
Maybe we could do that for the tour. No.
Maybe.
Well, all right.
Probably
too
not.
soon.
Too
premature. Premature.
That's a problem sometimes. What are we not doing? I was
releasing a song at the same time.
Oh, really?
That'd be kind of fun, but
that would be fun.
Yeah,
but whatever.
Kind
cool.
of fun.
You don't want to do it. It's cool.
Not.
Yeah, are you guys too good for us now? Is that?
No,
You guys
not necessarily.
You guys have said that from the start. Why?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Why you gotta be like that?
Why could be like that?
Whoa.
So the Faceplants and Fighting for Ithaca are officially in a fight now.
Tour's off.
Tour is off. Let's.
Yeah, I'll just continue booking all the dates without you guys. No problem.
All right. Matt has done most of the stuff. It's actually really cool. Matt's
done a lot of work, which is nice for us.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? We're gonna take a call.
Sure.
Okay. Let's see. Hopefully we can hear this. Hello.
Keep your volume on.
My volume is on.
All right.
Oh, hey. We can hear Jordan. Hello.
Hey.
Oh, hey. Wow.
Wow. Dope. This is a Skype call, friends.
We are just as excited to hear from you as you are us.
Good.
Are you how you're watching the stream? How's that going? Is it good? Is it coming through clear?
Good.
Good. Dope.
How's our stream? That's what I asked my doctor the other day too.
It's going good.
That's what he said too.
Yeah, nice. So Jordan,
I have it marked on my calendar, so.
Oh, good.
Sweet.
You had the Ithacast marked in your calendar?
I tweeted it to you guys. I don't think you saw it.
Oh, you sent us to what? Let me see. I've got my phone right here.
Oh,
Check
maybe
this
we
out.
should do that for questions too.
Yeah, we probably should.
Jordan, did you have a question or a comment or a story or anything you want to share with us?
You guys are talking about bullying, right?
Yeah,
we are.
We are.
Okay, so basically, I just wanted to say, what's your biggest advice to people being bullied?
Cool. I've got some, but you want to?
No, you go ahead.
I think the one common thing I always try to say when I talk to people that are going through bullying is that although it's very, very difficult at the time to deal with, and no one would say, or no one could say otherwise, because you know what you're experiencing and what you're feeling, the emotions you're feeling. It's important to remember that it will pass. One of my favorite sayings is, "This too shall pass," and that goes for all positive things and all negative things. So, no matter how difficult it seems today, eventually it will go away. Even if it takes, a couple years, even if it takes you some time to get out of high school and whatever, eventually people grow up, they stop treating other people like crap to make themselves feel better, and it does get better. So I think, you got to find something that kind of makes you happy. For us, like, I know music was something that always got me through that kind of stuff when I was younger, and from what I hear from a lot of fans, same thing. Music is going to concerts, seeing live shows, that kind of thing helps them. But at the end of the day, just remember, like, it doesn't stay like that forever. Every struggle is temporary.
Totally.
I agree totally.
That is true. And then what I would tend to do is get a hobby and get the crap away from the internet, because it doesn't stop anymore, right? Like, people can send hate constantly, and it's brutal. It sucks. So just find something you like to do, whether it's paint or make music or sing or just take a walk. Just turn off the internet for a little bit and have some you time for a while every day. Find something you love doing and it makes you happy, and then find some good friends too. Probably, like, even if it's just one or two friends. And I don't have no friends. I don't even consider, like, any of the guys in my band friends.
Yeah, thanks for that, Phil.
Curtis is pretty much my best friend, so yeah.
It's good to be honest. It's a good trait.
Well,
you know what?
Go
ahead, sorry.
Sorry. When I was a grade 9, I was bullied quite a bit, and like I think I've mentioned to you guys before, music has helped me get through it. And I know for sure that my friends online have actually helped me quite a bit. Like I've been making friends through like different bands I like. You guys being one of them. So.
Cool.
The Ithacan fan base is
crazy.
crazy. Like everybody bands
supportive.
together, and it's really really cool. So, and I'm sure the Faceplants have a similar kind of thing where fans just bond together. They meet each other because of the music and stuff. So
yes, absolutely.
That's
not saying we don't have pretty much the same fan base or anything.
Yeah, well,
but no, absolutely, you're definitely right. That's the best advice I could give is find something that you like to do. Find people who also like the same things and join together. If you like music, if you like Fighting for Ithaca or the Faceplants, come to a Fighting for Ithaca or Faceplants show. Meet other people there.
I was in New Brunswick.
Well,
New Brunswick.
One day you can come to a Fighting for Ithaca and Faceplants show.
Did you come to our show when we were there with Faber Drive? Just over a year ago?
I wanted to, but you guys were 2 hours away, and then it snowed, and no one would drive me.
Wait, I'm going to stop you right there. I'm going to bully you for a little bit.
Oh,
2 hours? Are you kidding me? Do you know how many hours away from home we were to come see you?
Oh, I know.
We were right across the... Literally, as far away from you as we could be.
That's a really good point.
Yeah, and then you couldn't even have the decency to drive for 2 hours.
It wasn't my fault. I had no license. My stepmom
No, we're kidding.
Do you have? No, we're not okay. Well, do you have a thumb? Do you have 2 thumbs?
Yes.
How did you not hitchhike?
You know what? You probably could actually hitchhike in the Maritimes. I feel like in the Maritimes you could actually get away with hitchhiking here. If you did that here, you'd get murdered for sure. But I think in the Maritimes you could get away with it.
People get all murdery and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, do you have any last thought or comment, Jordan? We're going to let you go and move on to some other things here.
I want to hear that song you were talking about.
The new song?
Yes.
Well, there's a few things I want too that are probably never going to happen.
You know what? It's actually going to be. It'll probably be released sooner rather than later. We can't give any more detail than that, but
we're almost done. We have pretty much everything done on it, right?
It is done.
Did you go back and do the vocals?
Not yet. But
no. One more studio day and we're finished, right?
Not even. It was like 20 minutes. We have one part left to record, and then it has to be mixed and mastered, and it's all happening. And you don't need to know about that process, but it's going to be very quick. So
yeah, we are pretty much done all the work, and then it's up to engineers and producers and stuff. Yeah, okay, cool. Thanks for calling, Jordan. Have a fantastic night.
You too.
See you
later.
Just
in case anybody who isn't just listening to this audio and they're actually watching the video, and I keep looking down, sometimes I smile, it's not what you think. I've got a computer on my lap here, and I'm busy checking stuff and everything as we go. So we have a couple emails.
Okay, cool. Let's take some of those.
This is from Amber. She says, "Hey guys, who will be playing guitar on the February 7th show in Delta? We'll miss Adam, but excited to see you have his replacement." We're auditioning right now.
Hopefully John's going to play guitar.
Yeah, hopefully.
Or other guitars. No, we're playing that show as a 4-piece. We've done it before. We've done it many times when we've had to go on tour and other guys can't make it. So playing it as 4-piece.
We've had several people audition, and there's still auditions ongoing. There's more tonight even after this. But we want to make sure it's the absolute right fit, and it's going to be a long process. So if anybody's waiting to hear an announcement, there probably won't be for at least a couple months.
I would imagine at least.
New person will have to go through a pretty long process to get into our pants.
And I guess just to make it clear, you guys are probably going on the whole tour without a second guitarist as well.
Unless likely, we can't say for sure.
Yeah.
If we find the perfect person before then that's great. We've had a few really good people. Right?
We have,
yeah, unless there's somebody that just blows us away in every single, and we don't want to see anybody else. Then you're right. Cool. Let's see, and let's take one more question here, and then we'll get back to some other stuff.
Okay.
So my question is, would you ever consider relocating the band to help your music career? If so, where would you go?
It's a good question.
The only place I would even consider going is Spuzzum.
Spuzzum?
Yeah.
Where's Spuzzum?
It's somewhere in the Fraser Canyon in BC, and I think it's got a population of 50. I just really like the name.
You could own that city.
I could buy that city. We could rename the band Spuzzum and be the next Headley. Everybody knows Headley was named after the little town Headley, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spuzzum.
Yeah, we should
Spuzzum's the answer.
That's a good business plan. I like that.
It is, yeah. I'm full of.
We could be the most popular band in Spuzzum in like one day.
You know what? Would the Faceplants move with us? Could we make a commune?
Yeah, I think so.
Can you cook me extra
breakfast?
breakfast?
I think we'll be the biggest band if we just drive past it. I think that will be sufficient enough.
Let's get chickens.
Yeah.
Cows.
Yeah.
Pigs.
Everything.
Potbelly pigs.
Cool.
Okay, I'm in.
We can milk them. You can milk anything with nipples.
That's very true.
Including me.
Can you milk me?
Ready?
Yeah. All right.
Give it a shot.
Again? Weird. All right, so we got to do something too. We put out a call to help people or help us name the show. And Lizzie, actually, I think, is the one that sent in something and said, hey, call it the Ithacast.
Yeah, so actually, 2 people gave the name.
Oh, really? Okay.
Lizzie did, so Lizzie Sharp, was it? Sharp or something? Or
I was just going to say it Lizzie and make it sound like I knew what I was talking about, and then you had to go and throw a last name.
Well, okay.
If that's right, then cool. If it's not, then
thanks,
Curtis,
Lizzie.
yeah.
And then I think Zach Cooper was the other guy, I think. He's going to kill
cool.
me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was Zach.
We may need to rename the show because there is a podcast already called the Ithacast.
Right, from Ithaca, New York.
Yeah,
who's ever heard of that place before?
Oh, everybody in Ithaca, New York, apparently.
Bastards.
Yeah. So anyway, we may have to rename it. We'll see. We're going to go through some stuff. In the meantime, it's still the Ithacast. We'll keep you posted. Yeah, so bullying. Some stuff about bullying. I was actually...
Yeah, let's share some personal stories.
Yeah, so when I was in high school, these guys... They had National Pick on Phil Day, is what they called it. It was official. See, you laugh every time this comes up.
Wow.
That's what
How do they organize
National,
it?
yeah.
I don't know, in Logan Lake, of all places.
This is
It's,
way before the
theme
internet,
song
right?
and everything.
Yeah, far before anything.
Bro,
All
letters,
the TVs were black and white.
newsletters.
And yeah, they did that. No. So, yeah, and it was called National Beat on Phil Day, and they did it like every day was the problem.
Day?
It wasn't like it was like a yearly event, and so. I actually know where you guys are coming from when you're like, oh yeah, people will pick on me and whatever. Because in a small town, it sucks. Like you get branded as a loser, and you are a loser. Like there's not you are, but that's how you.
I've seen your pictures from when you were in high school
I was,
too,
yeah, okay,
and I can confirm.
Yeah, I was.
There's a very high chance I would have been a bully to Phil. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
You are now, anyway. But yeah, so I went through it all. They threw me in a garbage can, rolled me down the hall. They had a fun game based on pinball, but it was called Phil Ball. And they put me in a big circle and then just like pushed and punched me, and I just kind of bounced around and on this circle they wouldn't let me fall.
But I bet your mullet just flew through the wind so
gloriously,
gracefully,
majestically. I was like a lion in there, a lion getting my ass.
Phil had a mullet. If you didn't get that.
Yeah, at one time. Yeah, it was good times. One of my favorite tricks is they put me up on top of some lockers, and they had these slanted metal, or I don't know if they're wood or metal, but on top of the lockers, so you couldn't put stuff up. I would just roll down. And they put me up on there, and then they tied my shoelaces to the lock. So if I fell, I would do a faceplant.
Oh, boy.
Faceplant.
Oh.
And
That's where we got the name from.
Yeah, I named it after my bowling days in high school. Yeah, so that was pretty cool. My vice principal found me and up there and said, "Hey, what are you doing?" I'm like, just kind of hanging out. Like, what do you think I'm doing? Yeah, these are the people I hang out with. Come on, guys, let's go hang out. So yeah, I kind of went through that. But the good thing is I got out of that town, and now I'm pretty awesome.
I think you're pretty awesome.
Yeah, thanks, Curtis.
I do, yeah.
Should we kiss later?
Yep.
Cool. Matt, yeah?
Yep.
I'll watch.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You are never going to hang out with us again, are you? You're just like, man.
Chances are slim, but...
Hey, so we had a Twitter question. Remember, you guys can tweet us questions at Fighting for Ith. It is... Hey, this is from Please Sing to Me, or Shea Hey, as her name appears to be on Twitter. Do you guys remember what your graduation quotes were? Do you? Because I don't.
No, I don't.
This is how important high school is, kids.
I literally moved the day we had our graduation and then prom.
Yeah.
And I literally moved the next day. I was gone.
Matt, your graduation was more recent than ours, like last year. So tell me.
I still got nothing. It was probably more like 5 years ago.
Yeah, but I'm kidding.
Even still, no. Curtis is absolutely right. High school is not a big deal. I mean, as soon as you're out, you basically forgot everything. From high school, at least I did.
I feel like the majority of the people that I graduated with in high school, their yearbook quotes were like from Tupac or something like that, or like, and it's probably they look through their yearbook and they're like, oh god, that was a terrible mistake.
I went back, I actually made a Facebook post a while ago and went through my old yearbook,
right?
And I replied on Facebook to all the people that wrote in my yearbook.
Have a nice summer.
Oh.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was like, hey man, have an awesome summer, or stay the same, like don't ever change. And I'm like, yeah, no, I haven't. I've stayed exactly the same. It's just funny, like when you see all that stuff, and everybody listening will probably write the same crap in your yearbooks.
Yep.
But
pretty much.
Okay, so we should. I don't know. We'll take another. We'll take another Skype call soon.
Yeah, here's what we're gonna do.
So everybody call
we've got another Another couple questions here via Twitter, but we're going to take the next Skype call that happens right away. So if you want to get in on Skype, we've ignored a couple of these calls because we've been talking about this
several calls. Sorry
That's
about
kind of
that.
the way it goes.
Yeah.
But the next person to call in, we're going to take. In the meantime, we're going to go to Twitter. Let's see, what do we have? What's your favorite song to perform?
For me, it's Wasted Nights for sure.
Yeah, Wasted Nights. For me, yeah, you know what? I think Wasted Nights is one of my favorite. How about you, Matt? What about Faceplant song?
Faceplant song, I really liked when we used to play All for the Money, but right now I like a song we play called Summertime.
Summertime.
Cool.
Right on.
Okay, so we are going to be online here with Jess. Jess, just hang on a sec because we're going to talk about another...
One more?
Yeah, one more.
All right, let's see. Are any of you guys going to the Bring Me the Horizon show in March? That's from Twisted Outcast.
I think we're going to be on the road, aren't we?
Yeah, if it's in March, we're probably going to be on the road, so that's probably no.
Yeah, I would love to.
Who's co-headlining that? Sleeping with Sirens, I think. Because if Sleeping with Sirens is playing it, I would probably go. I'm not a huge Bring Me the Horizon fan. I mean, I don't mind them. Don't get me wrong, but I would go for Sleeping with Sirens. But yeah, I think we're on the road. So,
cool.
No.
All right, so Jess, we're going to talk to you for a bit. Are you there?
Hello.
Hello.
You have a cartoon person's voice. I just want to point that out. You're like, hello. Like I don't know.
Do you know that I used to have like a massive crush on Betty and Veronica from
I am
Archie Comics?
totally not surprised by that information at all.
Yeah. It's pretty epic. They're hot. And Archie, like, what kind of ginger gets that? Sorry, any ginger.
You know what?
Archie does okay.
He does.
I don't think our fan base even knows what you're referring to right now.
Are you kidding me? Jess, you know who Archie is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Archie Comics are huge.
No, she's
They're in
lying.
the stores everywhere.
She's lying.
My kid knows who Archie is.
Bullshit.
Come on. All right, so Jess, you probably didn't call to talk about cartoon crushes.
Or did you?
Maybe.
Okay.
However, Curtis, if you have not discussed which cartoon character would be the best one to make out with for at least 4 hours, I really question your commitment to tequila.
Tequila, wow.
Yeah. Okay.
Tequila doesn't bring out who I want to make out with in cartoon characters, to be honest.
Really? What does it bring out?
My chunk, probably.
yeah, usually. Pants off. All right, Jess, go ahead.
Okay, so I was bullied for a long time, like literally from 3rd grade until graduation last year.
Jeez Louise.
Like, long time, same person. Shitty deal. So I moved out of the city. I'm going to school now, and it's not so bad. But my girlfriend is having issues, and it pisses me off. Like, it pisses me right off, and I don't know what to do. So, like, I don't know if you have any, like, advice on what to do if people that you know are in the same situations you've been in, and, like...
What's the situation? What's happening?
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. Curtis. Oh, there's a big echo here. Can you
turn down the Ustream?
Turn off something. Okay, we can hear you now.
Yeah,
it was
we're
just
good.
echoing.
So what's the situation? I mean, she's being bullied, obviously, but, you know, can you be a little bit more specific? Like, is it like...
Work, she gets constantly told that she's a piece of shit and that she's fat and all that kind of stuff. Her family is like that. School, she gets everything.
Wait, hold on. At work?
Yeah, at work.
What does she do for work?
Pardon?
Where does she work?
She works at a movie theater. Same movie theater I used to work at before I quit.
And it's her coworkers that are harassing her.
Yeah.
So she should be talking to management or something, or HR or something, and making some kind of complaint, because she definitely shouldn't be experiencing that in the workplace. There's no question of that.
Any workplace takes that pretty seriously.
Yeah.
And if you have a problem at work, then somebody will be able to take care of you. But if you're saying that she has problems at high school as well, that's a different story.
And as far as what you can do, date night, like not in a creepy way, like date night, like how I go out with Curtis, like just go take her somewhere fun. And if you have no money to do fun things, bring like a tablecloth and some candles and go to McDonald's and just go throw that on the table there and buy her like a cheeseburger. It's like $2. Just go do something fun and silly with her and let her just kind of forget about it for a bit. Just let her know you're there for her.
That's good advice.
You don't even have to talk about what the issues or what's going on. Just go hang out.
All right.
Just be there for her, you know?
Dope. All right. So we're gonna go talk about other stuff. Thanks for your call, Jess, and we'll take a few more Skype calls. So people, we see you keep calling. Don't give up. Just keep trying because we're gonna take some more. You're on the tweeter there, Curtis. What's going on?
Yeah. So hey, you dorks! I want to hear your best pickup lines and go. That's from Kelsey KMV. So mine is, hey, have you ever heard of the band Fighting for Ithaca? That's usually what I open with. How about you?
Wow, you are brutal. I only hit on girls that are pregnant, and usually it's like, hey, got room for another one in there?
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Matt, do you have anything?
I have nothing.
Nothing.
Pickup lines? I don't use pickup lines. Come
What?
on. You sit there, you meet somebody, you think that they're attractive or they're just attractive in some way, and you tell them straight up. That's what I usually do.
Tell him
What-
straight up.
Or
Tell him
you
straight-
tell them
what is-
that you're in a band called the Faceplants.
If you tell
and that
him,
you're the guitar player.
so you revealed a lot
Them-
with that information.
them-
We've got somebody named Mac on the line. Mac,
Mac.
just hold tight, and we'll come back to you.
The
but
Mac
we're just gonna
attack.
finish this.
Maybe Mac has a
Hold-
good
hold on,
pickup
hold on,
line
Mac.
just based on his
Okay,
username.
let's
Well,
go to Mac in a
it's a
second.
good
but-
picture.
It is. So, what is your type, Matt?
Hello?
Oh, hang on 1 sec. We're gonna be
Hold
with you in
on,
1
Matt.
second. I'm just asking Matt what his favorite type is here.
My type is
Burly?
smart.
Gross.
I like them smart. Sorry, girls.
My wife has a PhD in. She's like a molecular biologist.
Really?
So, yeah.
Wow.
She's like doctor, right? And it's crazy because every once in a while I'm terrified that she's gonna just wake up and be like, oh man, what did I do? Like, why am I with this guy? I'm a drummer.
He's a drummer. Yeah.
One of my biggest fears too is my kid, the potato, is if he turns out to be a total dud. And
like a potato.
Yeah, like if he's just no good, like he's a crappy kid or something, and doesn't do much with his life. Nobody's gonna blame the molecular biologist.
True.
They're
Very-
all gonna
very
blame
true.
the drummer, right? So, all right. So, Mac, who are you? Your picture looks like a dude, but you sounded patently like a girl.
Definitely not a dude.
Why is your picture a dude, and why is your name Mac?
That's my father.
Okay.
Well, he looks like a stand-up guy.
I am this.
He's wearing a fedora, I think. The picture's blurry, but
Yeah, please ignore the picture.
I cannot ignore the
Can't
fedora.
ignore the fedora.
We'll find a way to
no.
post it later.
Yeah, we will.
Oh God, please don't.
You got print screen on you?
I do, but we're not gonna
Forget it.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work.
So who are you then?
I am Justice /
Oh, we just responded to you on the
I
tweeter.
know. I
Who?
saw that.
Justice.
I'm watching.
Where are you from, Justice?
I'm from
Twisted Outcast.
Comox.
Justice, is that your real name or is that like a pseudonym?
No, that's my real name.
So you kind of remind me of Batman, which is cool.
I know.
I'm saying, justice, right? Batman's fighting for justice. man.
Curtis is wearing his Batman underwear right now.
And you know this
Well, I'm
because
wearing-
my pants
I'm
are
wearing
off.
a Batman pajama.
Sweet. What's your question, Justice? Did you have a comment or a question or a concern, perhaps?
Everybody's concerned.
You guys should come.
I don't like where that
That
stopped.
just stopped.
That's a really awkward
Okay.
stop.
Been there, done that.
All we heard is you guys should come. How about you
Please
finish that
elaborate.
sentence?
Please
Yeah.
elaborate.
Courtney.
To Courtney. Here's the problem.
Okay, this doesn't sound any better. I'm just saying. I know it's kind of a PG
Like-
podcast, but
Like Courtney Cox?
right. Which Courtney?
Yeah.
Who are you talking
Been
about?
there, done that.
Right. So,
Can you rephrase the question, please? We have our pants off.
Can I
It's kind of
rephrase the
misleading.
Can we go to Courtney? We being you,
Can we
you
visit?
specifically?
Yeah, we
To
got
the
derailed there.
location called Courtney.
Here's the issue with the island. We like the island. We love the island. However, it's so expensive to get to you guys. That ferry
True.
is ridiculous. And it's tough
It's
to.
expensive to get to Vancouver too.
Yeah, it's almost like you have to get there with the same way.
Yeah, but here's the thing. If you want to come see us in Vancouver, all you need to do is walk on a ferry, take a bus to our show, go back.
And pay a hotel.
No, just I guess
Like,
you would
I
have
wouldn't
to.
be able
Yeah.
to get back.
Okay, it's still cheaper than what we have to do. We'd have to load everything into a van and trailer, pay like $6 million because after a certain length you got to pay by the foot, and then go. Yeah, it's really really expensive. We'll come to the island at some point. It's just really tough right
It's
now.
really hard being in a band sometimes.
Yeah, I'm going there. Show.
What show are you coming
So I
to?
asked the Horizon show. That's why I asked if you guys are going.
Oh,
She's going to bring me the Horizon.
Yeah,
okay.
Day to Remember show actually.
You went to that show?
I did. As we're walking down the street, I got my.
Oh yeah, okay, because we were there. Yeah.
Yeah, Curtis and I were. Did you go to Bring Me the Horizon? Not Bring Me the
No.
Horizon. Day to Remember.
Wait, I think I
That ain't
remember
me.
you. Were you near the front? And we're like when we were talking we were at the ticket booth area trying to see if you could get an extra ticket or
Yeah,
whatever.
I had bright red hair.
I remember. I totally remember that girl.
Yeah, me too.
You took a picture of my butt, you weirdo.
Looks similar.
I did
right?
not take a picture.
Yes,
of
you
mine.
did. There's a picture of my
I
butt
definitely
that's
did
leaning
not.
over the ticket. Well, it was one of your friends then.
Oh, there was a picture of me and you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
it
there's
wasn't
a
of our butts. It was just like from behind. So hey, these guys
Whatever.
are. Yeah.
Same shit.
Wow.
Stop taking pictures of my butt, you weirdo.
I used to think.
I did not take a picture of his butt, at least not
Lie.
intentionally.
I used to think that I had a butt that prison inmates would die for.
True.
And now I'm not so sure. What are your thoughts?
Your
on
butt's
that?
nicer than mine, I think.
Don't know if yours qualifies.
Good butt, man.
Yeah. You like
Yeah.
it? What do you out of 10? What would you give it?
Oh, it's a solid 8.5.
Well, I haven't really inspected it.
Okay. Well.
Further inspection required.
All right, I'm going to stop this call before we get arrested. Thanks for calling, Justice. We will talk at you again soon.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Toodaloo.
High five.
Did we mention that Gabby wasn't going to be a part of this?
Right, we
Oh,
haven't.
right,
You
yeah, we
guys
should
may
talk
have
about that.
noticed
Because my band is really disappointed right now.
that Gabby wasn't on.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so Gabby from Green Tree, who just disbanded recently, Gabby was going to be our guest
Green
today.
Tree is a local band, for those of you guys that don't know who Green Tree is.
And they're awesome. They're one
Yeah,
of the
they're
bands
really cool.
that we kind of saw and were like, hey, let's play some shows. And so they opened for us a few times, and they're rad guys and girl. She last minute had to bail, and so Matt is a total bro from the Faceplants, and we thought, hey, we're going on tour with you guys anyway, so why not?
And they look kind of similar, so it was, it worked out.
Yeah. Some say that we're
If
like
you
brothers and
look
sisters,
at their thighs,
really.
especially, I think you and
Thighs.
Gabby have very similar thighs.
Yeah, I got pretty good thighs. I'm not
Truth.
gonna lie.
Can you show your thighs? Stand, get up a little bit and
That's a
show
lot.
your thigh.
Are you sure?
Yes. Check out Matt's thigh.
Oh,
Yeah, I guess you can't really show it through the
Let's check out
pants.
my
Whoa,
thighs.
those are
Whoa,
nice
yeah,
thighs.
look at that, right?
And ankle
Yeah.
socks too,
Yeah.
guys. Wait, you gotta show the camera, Matt.
Get in there.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was
man,
nice.
Those are
Yeah.
nice.
What is that a
dude.
tattoo of?
That's
What's that
nice.
for your
That's an
tattoo?
Alice in Wonderland tattoo that
Very
I randomly
cool.
got.
That just randomly? There's no reason for it?
Well, let me tell you that story really quick.
Tell
I
us.
got
Let's hear this story.
This tattoo on my arm, and
Okay, you gotta show the camera, man.
it didn't really work out. It kind of blew up and got really gross. So I went into a local
I think it
tattoo
looks-
shop.
Okay.
I went to a local tattoo shop and I said, "Is there anything wrong with my arm? Is there anything wrong with my arm?" They go, "No, it's fine." So I look on the wall and they have the tattoo on my leg up on the wall, and there's a $50 price tag. And I was like, "I'll do that one." So I got that done while my arm was enormous and swollen and gross on my leg.
Cool.
Yeah, it just looked cool. I don't know.
Yeah.
Alice in Wonderland.
I don't know if that's normal for it to get all, like, was it, like, huge and puffy?
Yeah, it was pretty big.
Have you got tested? Like, was this in Mexico? Where did you get your tattoo?
No, it was local, and I don't really.
Did they use a clean? No, you don't want to bring on the business.
Yeah.
But did they use a clean needle?
Oh yeah, no, it was fine. It's just my arm. I guess my whole body doesn't really like the blue ink so much. So
The blue
So-
ink specifically.
yeah.
So
Like
you're
some kind of allergic reaction. I'm not.
so you're a little bitch, is what you're saying.
Yeah, blue is not my thing. I guess.
Huh.
Sucks. I got so much blue on my arm.
Okay, so
Let's
we
take
are.
that Skype call, maybe?
Well, we could take one, and then after this, we'll take the 9th call. So everybody calls.
Boom.
So let's try this one.
And he smirked.
Tara, you are. Hello, Tara.
Tara.
Are you there?
Hello.
We hear somebody laughing, and that's it.
What's going on?
Oh,
What's
you
that?
know, we are talking to you.
We're doing
I
a
thought
podcast
I
right
thought
now.
that was obvious. I didn't.
I'm sitting with Charlotte Blackwell and Jordan Blackwell here.
Char and Jordan. Man, those are some of our favorite people.
What's up? We love Charlotte.
Yep. Charlotte Blackwell is an author from Airdrie, Alberta.
Yeah,
for any
she's
that
an author.
doesn't- That
She's an
doesn't know.
awesome author.
She is.
Do you have more to say than that, or is that the whole reason
Oh,
you
yeah,
called
I
this?
do.
So-
I just wanted to say I actually work for Amanda Todd Legacy. I work for the division out here in Alberta and Saskatchewan.
Cool.
And I just wanted to thank you guys for taking a stand on bullying. It's definitely with all your fans. They obviously look up to you guys. So I just want to say a big thanks.
Oh, that's
Whoa,
very sweet
that's
of you.
awesome.
Thank
Thank
you.
you,
And
yeah.
thank you for doing the work that you do. You know, anything we can do to help support a cause, we are more than willing.
Yeah, and bullying especially, I think, is one big thing that's we'll get behind.
Well,
Yeah.
I just really wanted to thank you guys for doing this and talking about it.
Awesome. Well, thank
It's our
you.
pleasure.
It is.
Selfies. Bye,
What?
guys.
Jordan just said something. I don't. Anyway, okay. We'll talk to you guys later.
See you later.
Amanda Todd. That was a really tragic
Yeah, it was.
story. Somebody who got bullied like crazy online.
And there's been similar stories that happened
oh, yeah.
afterwards too. So
Several actually. A couple
Yeah.
in the States. One in New Brunswick, was it, or Nova Scotia? Somewhere out
I
there.
think
Yeah.
so. Yeah, I think there was one in the prairies too.
Unreal. It's and you know the thing is I've actually heard this. People have said things like, "Oh, well, if they're gonna kill themselves, they're gonna do it anyways. Bullying isn't gonna be the factor." And I kind of call BS. Like, yes,
Yeah.
I do think that some people are more predisposed. They'll actually take it further than other people. But because some people have been bullied like crazy and haven't done it, but that doesn't mean they're not goaded on. They would do it anyway. Like that's.
Oh, of course.
If you have ever bullied
if you have
somebody,
a great life, you're not going to kill yourself just
You know
because
what?
you might be predisposed to it.
I have a thing. So
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
so Ask FM, you guys, I'm sure use or know of. I use Ask FM from time to time. And you know, I try to kind of stay out of the news feed of it because it actually makes me feel a little bit sick to my stomach. A lot of the time I see people that will anonymously go on there and post something like, you know, kill yourself, you're so ugly, you're so fat, whatever, all those kinds of things. And I honestly think, like, I just want to say this, I think if you have ever said to somebody, kill yourself, you are a terrible human being. So don't ever say that to somebody. I don't care if you hate them, I don't care what they've done to you, that is pretty much the worst thing you could ever say to somebody. So don't ever say that. Sorry, just had to get that out. That really irritates me when I see that.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny
Right?
too is you don't even think about this. Well, a lot of people don't. But and I guess it really doesn't affect me. I'm secure in who I am and everything, so it doesn't really bug me. I think it used to when I first started out. But have you seen this, Matt? When you're in a band, people think it's okay to say whatever the heck they want online.
Oh, it's very true.
Yeah, like it's pretty funny. They I think, and they use just hateful words. If I were to believe YouTube comments, we'd all be gay.
Oh, yeah.
And in
YouTube's
words
a
And we
that are-
wouldn't be able to play our instruments either.
YouTube's a pretty miserable place.
It
That's what
is.
I'm learning.
If all the YouTube commentators in the world spend that energy doing something
Learning
productive-
correct grammar.
Yeah, learning correct grammar, going to school.
Good start. Good start.
Okay, we got the 9th caller coming in here, so
Boom.
we're gonna grab Amy. Amy, just hang on a second.
Stay on the line.
Yeah, stay on the line. We're just gonna finish our thought here.
We're not going to accept your video.
Yeah, don't show us video. It's creepy. It said Amy wants to show you video. No, Amy, unless you get your mom. Okay, no, we're gonna finish our thought. So where were we? I don't even have a thought anymore. Yeah, dead air.
Amy, what's your question?
Yeah, let's go from there. Hey, Amy, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Fantastic. Now that we got that out of the way, were you calling in just to see how we're doing?
Yeah, just I have a question.
Sure.
Oh, really?
We have an answer.
Yeah.
No. Oh, maybe.
Maybe.
Okay, if let's say the band like before you even got signed, if that didn't work out, what was your plan B?
Well, I think first of all, let's make a distinction here. I think, you know, Fighting for Ithaca has been a band for 6 years. We've only been a signed band for 2.5, something like that. So, although, you know, certainly there are advantages to having a label behind you, even if we didn't have that, it wouldn't be like we were going anywhere. So I think it's important to clear that up first. We're not in a band because we have our record deal. I think that's right.
Yeah.
Is that fair to clear up first? Okay. So then, I don't know. You want to tackle that? What would you be doing if you weren't doing music?
Well, I always wanted to be a zookeeper when I was a kid.
Oh, that'd be a cool job.
Yeah, no, it was seriously until I found out that being a zookeeper is actually more shoveling animal crap
shit
than
than
anything
anything.
else.
Yeah.
And then I also wasn't smart enough to get into the courses I wanted. You've got to be smart to be a zookeeper, apparently.
Really?
You knew.
What does the potato want to be right now?
A T-Rex.
A T-Rex, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
He works
wants to
really
be
hard. He can probably do that.
Yeah, I want to call my mom out. I don't know if she's listening right now or not, but I want to call her out.
I
on
hope
this.
not, because she doesn't like us very
No,
much.
she doesn't like us. She likes me, and she likes you. She doesn't like the band and some of the things we do. But in any case, when I was younger, my parents they're very supportive and said things like, hey, you can be anything you want to be. I'm still not a giraffe. I call BS, Mom. Thank you for giving me false expectations. And I've now figured out that I cannot in any way be a giraffe.
Never say never, man.
Yeah, I don't know. If maybe you can make some kind of invention. You can be a giraffe tomorrow if you work really hard. Come on. You gotta have the right attitude.
You're
With that kind of
bringing
attitude,
back painful memories of...
Being a giraffe.
Yeah.
Wanting to be a giraffe.
You could like tattoo some spots on your skin.
I could.
yeah, like that guy who turned himself into a tiger.
Yeah,
No,
tiger.
never-
There's
never
one
say
guy
no,
that did a
man.
lizard.
Yeah, okay,
One of my friends, actually, in Edmonton. You've met Liz. She's
Yep.
half leopard.
Yeah, that's right.
She
yeah.
did a whole bunch of... she goes by Litzy Leopard, too. It's pretty...
There you go.
Yeah. wonderful person. Matt, what about you?
Yeah.
What was the question? What were we talking about?
What would you be doing if you weren't doing music?
Like, if you were going to pursue a dream job that wasn't music, what would it be?
Honestly, that doesn't really apply to me.
You never answer questions. Why did we bring this guy in?
There is no saying no to me following my dream. At least at this point in my life right now, I'm gonna follow that dream until I get it. And if I don't, then it's going to be some kind of variation of the current dream that I already have, which is playing music to as many people as possible. If that doesn't happen, I don't know. Maybe I'm doing something like doing session work, or I don't know. It could be anything. But I'm not saying I'm not going to have a backup plan until I need one.
Cool. For me, I was always really into acting when I was younger, and it's actually something I'm looking into again now. So I think probably that would be a path that I would pursue.
Did you ever do any plays?
I did tons of plays, yeah. All through high school, many plays every single year. In fact, that's pretty much how I got through high school. That's where I got like half of my credits was from all theater-related activities. So there you go.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice. That's good. What about you, Amy?
Yeah.
What's your aspirations?
Oh, I'm going to college in 2 years to become a professional chef.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah, but then I'm probably not going to carry on with that. That's just so then I can actually get money to go to what I want to do.
Which is?
So probably social working.
Oh, right on. Good for you.
That's really cool.
That's really cool.
That is really cool.
That's a tough job. I feel for the people that do that. My sister-in-law is a social worker.
Oh yeah.
And she actually has to go out and go into these like terribly abusive families and physically with the cops take kids away.
Yeah.
And go. She's doing a good thing. Like
That ain't me.
She's bringing them to a better place where the kids are safe. But I couldn't do that.
No, I'm glad there's people
Yeah.
out there that can. But,
Yeah.
I picked
Well,
up. Oh, go ahead.
my best friend, she doesn't live here anymore, but she like lived down, or she moved down to the island because she was also one of those kids. So that's kind of how I got that line of thought.
Okay, cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks for calling, Amy. It was a pleasure speaking to you.
As always.
I hope you have an awesome night.
Yeah, you too.
I was just saying that. Okay, bye. I totally just hung up too. Amy, if you're still listening, I didn't actually mean that. I do mean it. No, I mean that I do hope she has a good night. Not that I mean, you know what I mean.
You're such a jerk.
I know. We just got an email from Destiny who said, "You guys made my night. You sure know how to make a person happy."
You have very low expectations
You
for having
do,
a good
that
night.
is-
Well, it's Sunday. I mean, let's be realistic.
Yeah, there's not much on. Is there any good stuff on TV right now?
I don't think so.
What are you into, Matt? Do you watch any TV series?
No, I haven't.
What?
I
I'm gonna stop asking you questions.
I haven't had cable in like 5 years. Like I don't watch any.
What do you
TV.
point your furniture at?
Well, I have a TV. I had this conversation last night, but I have a TV. I watch a lot of movies.
Right.
But I don't have.
Do you watch any Netflix or anything? You have
Yeah,
Netflix?
Netflix.
See, I'm the same way. I don't really watch cable TV, right?
No.
No, I
watch
download whole
shows.
seasons. I watch.
Yeah, I'll
I
watch, like, Game of
Sons of Anarchy. I
Thrones
blew
and-
through 6 seasons in like
See,
2
I
weeks.
can't get into Sons of Anarchy.
What?
man.
Oh man,
Can't
it's
do
so
it.
good. I lost
For me,
all my respect
it
to
was
Anarchy.
Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones, and How I Met Your Mother. Those are like the 3 shows that I watch.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Oh, X-Files. X-Files. I've been rewatching all fucking 9 seasons of X-Files,
All right.
which is
I'm
awesome.
sure those are all terrific television.
Dude, X-Files is fantastic.
Matt's just sitting over here judging us.
You haven't seen Breaking Bad?
No.
Okay, you need to watch Breaking Bad. You need to stop everything that you're doing
Can't
and
do
watch
it.
Breaking Bad. No, trust me. Just trust me on this.
We just took Britt. Just hang on a sec. We just took a call from Britt, so we'll talk to her in a second.
Okay.
Okay, but going back to our original topic, I know we're all over the place, but the theme was kind of bullying tonight, right? One of the things that I've told several people who have asked me, because we, like you said, Curtis, we get messages all the time from people. We don't have time to reply to every single email
Truth.
that comes in and every Facebook message, but we do respond to them frequently. Like I think more than people know. We've got called out for, hey, you're ignoring me or whatever. It's like, no, I've ignored hundreds of people and I've also talked to hundreds more. So it's, but in any case, so one thing that I've said many times is if you break everything down into little chunks, it makes things a lot easier to deal with. This goes for everything in your life, I think. So if somebody calls you a name or punches you or does something, look at that specific instance and be like, okay, how is that going to affect my life 5 years down the road? Or even if you make a fool of yourself somewhere, like think, okay, this one thing, how's that going to affect my life 5 years down the road? And I think almost 100% of the time it's going to be, it won't. Nobody's going to remember. You
Agreed.
won't remember 5 years down the road.
I'm going to fix this.
Okay. I think it's when people take every single crappy thing that's going on in their life and it just builds up all at once, then that's where things become unbearable. So if you just break everything into chunks and take each individual incident and be like, hey, 5 years is going to make a difference? Probably not. But if it does, then you're screwed, I guess. So, well, you're not. Just get help then at that point.
Fair point.
So we're going to take this call from Britt. In the meantime, for everybody else that's listening still, you can Skype call us at fightingforithaca@gmail. No, Again,
The
you
Ithacast.
screwed me up.
I did. The Ithacast@gmail.com. You can tweet us at Fighting for Ith. It's Fighting for ITH. Or you can post on our Facebook too, Fighting for Ithaca. You can also email us at the Ithacast@gmail.com. And if you have a question that we don't answer today, or you have a question you think about after the show, just email it in anyways, because we're going to answer them next week too. So we'll just keep kind of a cache of emails that we can answer.
Okay, we're on the line with Britt.
Britt,
talk to us.
DWW. What does that stand for? Down with walnuts.
Exactly. Yeah.
Walnuts?
I love walnuts.
Down with walnuts. I'm also
Most
down
nuts.
with walnuts.
What's your favorite nut, Matt?
Peanuts.
I don't have a
Peanuts.
favorite nut. What? You actually had an answer for? I thought for sure you're gonna be like,
Peanuts
no,
are
I
delicious.
don't like any nuts.
Cashews.
Stop asking me
You
questions.
guys have any nuts that I can have?
I like pecans. Is that?
Oh.
Some people say pecan. Some
Oh.
people say pecan.
Oh.
Pecan. You said mine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
thought that's where you're gonna go.
Well, that's kind of where I went.
No, I like pecans. Oh, all right, pecan.
Pecan?
Now it sounds. Now it doesn't even sound like a word.
No.
The more you say a word, the less it sounds like a word.
Hey, Britt, you have a question?
Or a comment.
I do. I was actually talking to Phil about this topic earlier, but I have an audition this upcoming Saturday for Talent Nation, and I made it through the audition, so I'm going for callbacks. And I was wondering if you guys had any advice, since we were on like the topic of bullying at least earlier. I used to get like picked on and stuff for just stupid like bull. And now people were trying to tell me how I'm not a good singer, and they're trying to like get my hopes down, and I went along with this anyways, and I'm really proud of myself for doing what I did, like regardless of what they said. So I was just wondering if you guys had any advice for my callbacks.
First, congratulations.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations for making it
Thank you.
through, and congratulations for having the nads to go up and do that. It's tough because it was probably a cappella, right? There's nothing behind you. It's just you singing.
We had the choice to, but I wanted to do it a cappella to like showcase what I had.
Cool.
Did you know that, before we move on to that, did you know that our beautiful and lovely good friend Tanya Karn is one of the judges for that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
cool.
is.
Really?
Yeah. Do you know
Hey,
Tanya?
Tanya.
I actually
Yeah, a little
auditioned
bit.
for her yesterday.
Oh, right on. Tanya's the best. She's
Is it-
good times.
Isn't she awesome?
She's so nice. She was really nice.
She's very nice.
Awesome. Okay,
so hey, I've got something to say about this, just from a vocalist perspective. You know, the thing with singing is it's very personal, right? It's very emotional, and also it's something that our culture has come to kind of understand, like a general norm. And what I mean by that is that you will always have people who will criticize your ability to sing. I get it. I'm sure all other singers out there get it. I'm sure Dan gets it. I'm sure everybody gets it.
You get it from us.
Yeah, hell yeah. So, you know, I think it's easy for people to criticize things like that, but you have to kind of, you know, just be confident in what you're doing and do your best and always kind of continue to improve yourself, because everyone can get better. I mean, nobody's perfect, right? But when it comes to criticism from people, you just kind of have to shake it off. Like, you got to learn to develop a bit of a thick skin, especially if you're going to be trying to share that talent with other people, because there will always be people that are going to try to shoot it down. And the best way to, you know, to defeat that is just to, you know, develop a thick skin and just do your best and be comfortable with the fact that you're doing your best.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. And on top of that, if you've already gotten through the first round of auditions, I mean, that's something right there. Like, I'm sure there's lots of people who didn't make it through that first
Exactly.
round. That obviously shows that you have some sort of talent, and that you're doing the right thing. So, I mean, whenever someone has anything negative to say, you can have that in the back of your mind.
Think about it like this, right? Think about it like this. It's easy for us, we're from Vancouver, so it's easy for us to sit back and watch a Canucks game and, you know, scream at Luongo when he let 6 goals in. But he's a goalie for a reason. He's playing in the National Hockey League for a reason. We're not, so it's easy for us to sit back and criticize his performance, but could you put me in net? Hell no, right?
That's a really great analogy.
There you go.
It's true.
Not just a pretty face, guys.
I actually never get that, though, because everybody recognizes how good I am. So
There you go.
yeah.
Exactly. Phil is the only person
that doesn't get any criticism
that's
whatsoever.
Right. He is a flawless performer.
So many lies. Cool. So we're gonna anything else you want to add there, Britt, or are you good?
I'm good. I just was going to see if I could have some advice, and that was great advice. So thank
Cool.
you guys.
Well, good luck, hey?
Yeah, and let us know how it
Thank
goes. Make
you.
sure you tweet at us or whatever. That'll be awesome. And
Okay, well.
I apologize for making crass comments about your mom last night. It seemed like you were setting me up for that. So.
No, it's okay. I think I'm used to it now.
Okay, good. I'm gonna hang up right after this comment, so you're not even gonna be able to reply. So if we're all good, cool. Send me pictures of your mom on Twitter. Bye. Okay, I just hung up on her. Fantastic. Okay, so we got time for one more Skype call.
One more Skype
so
call.
We'll
The next
we'll pick
person to
one
get
a
in.
second. Yeah, well,
And maybe one more email question. Should we answer that?
Yeah, and I go to the Twitter right now. Joe Woods. Jojo Woods.
I know Joe Woods. I've been communicating with Joe Woods on Facebook.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I
commenting
think
on
I
his
remember him
stuff.
from Newfoundland, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's somewhere in the Maritimes. I can't remember exactly where.
Oh, here we go. I still have the T-shirt I won at your concert in Grand Falls,
Right.
Newfoundland. You guys should come back. I agreed. Newfoundland is so much fun.
Love
have you been
Newfoundland.
to Newfoundland ever for band or for anything else?
Afraid
No?
not.
Oh, man.
Newfoundland's so
How do
nice,
you feel
man.
about hockey, Matt? Matt told me not to ask him about hockey.
Don't ask me about it. But I'd love to go. Newfoundland, I can't wait one day.
It is a beautiful, beautiful province.
And everybody there is crazy. Like they're like
So
in
nice.
a good way, like in a really nice way. Yeah. Yeah, somebody also has said that they wish anonymous wasn't an option on Ask FM because people take advantage of that. I agree. I find it crazy. Even in my condo right now, somebody put like a big note, all angry and stars everywhere, and on somebody else's door, and they said, "Your dog barks for an hour at a time. This is not acceptable." And they posted like a copy of the bylaws, like the Strata thing, saying no excessive noise, and then they didn't like sign it or do anything, so they have no idea. Like I would like to know. I'd like to find out who that person is and be like, okay, cool, thank you for letting me know. Can you?
Yeah, and then you can
What times?
apologize,
Is it like
right?
certain times? Like what is it?
But people are cowards. They're not going to do that. Here's what I would say to that. Actually, I got something to say about that. So, do the opposite. Okay. So I did this a while ago, and it was really effective. Where use the anonymous piece to actually spread some positivity. So even though other people are going to be out there, hurling negativity at other people, go in there and say something common, or something really nice, like a compliment to somebody, and do it anonymously. Because I think that has the exact, polar opposite effect. Like it really sucks to get something negative from somebody that's using an anonymous thing, but it's also amazing to get a compliment from somebody when it's anonymous, because they don't know you anything. You don't know who they are. It could be a complete stranger. So go do that instead. Spread some positivity.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
We have a guest next week. You guys may know him as Kevy. Yeah, do you know Kevy?
Kevy's a big deal.
Yeah,
Kevy
Kevy
I just
Mentel.
play bass, man. Kevy's a big deal.
Yeah, from Fake Shark. He's Fake Shark Real Zombie.
Mm-hmm.
He's also a producer, a songwriter. He helped co-write some songs for Carly Rae Jepsen.
Yep.
He wrote some songs for Kat Von D, I believe.
Yeah,
he was
he
down
did.
there.
Yep.
Dave Grohl played on one of the tracks that Kevy wrote for Kat Von D.
That's crazy, man.
How insane is that?
That's pretty monumental.
Yeah, and also kind of a big deal. Kevy helped us with a song.
Yep.
We co-wrote Black and White with
Yep.
Kevy, and do what you wanted. He was involved in that.
Yeah,
too,
he
wasn't
was. Yeah.
So Kevy is an awesome guy, and he's also a bro. He'll be here next week at 5 o'clock
Woo!
Vancouver time.
So make sure you tune in.
Yep, that's it'll be good times. We have like a plethora. Is that the right word? We have a butt ton of guests coming up.
Or about 10.
Yeah, and we really want to thank Matt for coming in like last minute. He was awesome for being a bro and coming in.
And coming in
we got
last minute,
distracted
yeah.
because our other band members just came in. We have Fighting for Ithaca practice right now, so we're actually going to call this. We won't take another call right now. We'll take some more next week. We do have one. We'll do two more quick Twitter comments.
Quick.
Somebody asked for advice for dealing with the loss of a family member friend. I would say definitely just remember all the good things about that person. It sucks. We're not going to say, hey, this is going to make it easy. There's no advice I can give you to make it easy.
That's a tough question to ask.
That is not a quick answer.
No, we do have a quick. We have a quick one after this. I would say get as many pictures, videos of that person as you can. Just put them all around. It'll make you sad to look at them, but it'll also make you remember the good times.
Allow yourself to grieve. Time heals all, right? But you have to grieve. So allow whatever your process is for that. Allow that to happen, and then from there, time will make things better.
Don't be afraid to cry.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then so the quick question I had, and then we're going to end it at this.
Yeah.
Somebody asked, "What's your favorite band?" Don't say your own. Don't say you don't have a favorite, Matt.
Jamiroquai.
Jamiroquai.
I got them tattooed on my arm.
Wow, you did. That's okay. Nice. That's sick.
Favorite band.
Okay, that's legit. for me, I think it's been forever, and nobody probably even knows who they are. Monine. They're crazy good. They were one of the first bands I saw that really put on a great live show and inspired me to
Don't ever
do a
tell
lot of
Lockie
what I
what
did.
he can do.
Exactly. Such. They have the best song titles too. Life's Just Too Short, Little Nadugu, all that stuff.
They're a little long, but they're good songs.
They are. Nothing says love like a set of broken legs. Okay, so. Go ahead.
For me, it's hard to nail down because I tend to listen to music in phases. Like, I'll really listen to one band for a while, and then I'll really listen to another. But a couple of my favorites are, like, All Time Low, Day to Remember. I really like a band called Story of the Year. I don't know. The list goes on. It's too many. Sorry. Can't nail it down to one.
Cool. Well, on that note, make sure you tune in next week with Kevy. If you have any questions, you can send them ahead of time to the Ithacast@gmail.com. Make sure you add us on Skype. We'll take Skype calls with Kevy next week. And
I think that's all we got to
keep
say.
tweeting.
Wait,
Our Twitter's
we
been
were
blowing
supposed to have a catchphrase, weren't we?
Oh, Matt, help us come up with a catchphrase. Apparently, put out more and people will like you. Didn't catch on like we had hoped.
What? That's a great one.
I know,
I
that
know,
was
right?
hot,
Just
right?
say it.
Yeah, well, so
Oh, man. You're actually putting me on the spot to do this. That's awesome.
we've been putting you on the spot all night. You've given us nothing.
Yeah,
all
no,
night.
I got nothing.
Yeah.
Shining is not going to happen this week. Maybe next week, Kevy can come up with a
Okay,
fantastic
we'll work on that. We'll work on a catchphrase, and make sure you check out it's the hashtag Super Tour, right?
Super Tour. If you
Yeah.
want to
yeah.
you want to win our kick drum skin that we're going to be using the entire tour, all you have to do is hashtag Super Tour and tweet at both the Faceplants and Fighting for Ith.
P.S. I found out that we're giving away a bass drum skin
Yes.
by watching that video
there
online.
you go.
Yeah, nobody told me. About
We
that.
should also mention, actually, really quick before we go, we do have, Fighting for Ithaca does have another local show on February 7th at the Delta Fire Hall. There's a bunch of really cool bands on the bill. Joel Quassett from Saskatchewan. We've got our good friends Chase Your Words, Within Rust, and one for the losing team. So make sure you guys message us if you want tickets for that. And then we've got the kickoff show for this Super Tour happening in Port Moody at the Inlet Theatre on March 1st. So let us know.